What's going on, everybody? We're in episode 16 of our Lyon career mode and the start of season 2. And today we have got quite a bit to get through. We're going to see if we can, move a couple players on, bring a couple players in, and we may get a game, perhaps, depending on how quickly this goes. I don't want this episode to be, 30 minutes. But if we get everything we need to get done quickly enough, we may get a game in there, and we have to get pretty far going forward as well. So we talked about it. A couple of you guys putting suggestions on who we should think to bring in. We're looking to bring in a right back, a right winger, another striker perhaps, and then a starting left winger. So there is a little bit to look at, and we are going to take a look at what we have in terms of the hub to try and bring in players. So this is what we've got. At right wing, Calvin Stengs, Mbuemo is still on there, and Ikone is still on there too. The player we wanted to go after in January, couldn't quite afford him. Mbuemo, someone we wanted to bring in last year, though he just joined Brentford. And then Stengs, of course, is a really, really good option and growing rather quickly. On the left, Diogo Jota. I'm going to do it right now. It looks like he's off to Liverpool, and we want to keep this semi-realistic. Players who are leaving Lyon in real life will be leaving us in game, and so on and so forth. So we can take Jota off that list. Christian Pavon, Kingsley Coman, Wilfried Zaha, Thomas Lemar at those positions on the left. At right back, we have Semedo and Odriozola, and then in midfielder, there are a couple players here: Exposito, Camavinga, Alenia, Pepe, Shaparenko. A lot of these are just wonder kids I haven't used before, as well as some, obviously great players, Camavinga included. But we're looking for someone in this position we can grow, someone who's not really going to play every game anyway. And then Dumfries is on the list at right back, and then Milo Rashika, someone you guys have offered up. These two right here, players you guys have offered up. So we have a lot to get through. A couple of different spots. I'm at the moment, if I wanted to let you know where I was leaning, Lemar, Mbuemo, and then Odriozola, and then Carlos Alenia. Those are the ones I was leaning at. Mainly Alenia. I haven't played with Alenia before. Camavinga seems like someone is a little bit overpowered in our last one here. Lemar is someone who's having a really tough time at Atletico Madrid. Someone who, realistically, we could think about bringing back to France. And then on the right, I've wanted someone as a striker, but someone also who can back up Trincao on the right. And Mbuemo fits that. So we're going to go forward a little bit, see what happens. But that is where we're leaning. And then there are a couple players we are interested in letting go. But we have so much in terms of money that, it's one of those things where we don't want to really lose too much, but we have a lot of money to bring in, but we don't want to overspend, stuff like that. It's a very odd time. And of course, Akambi and Tussart left at the end of last year. They went back to their loan clubs or whatever it may have been. I might keep Diop around for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. I'm not going to put him up for sale just yet. If a bid comes in, a bid comes in. Terrier's leaving. Bertrand Traore, another player who is leaving. Or Traore is going to be confirmed at Villa in the next couple days. And then Terrier's already been confirmed at his new club. And then, as you can see, there are a couple players here. Kadewere, what are you like? He might be a neat little option, actually. Quick. Can use a couple things to work on, but a bit of pace. We don't have too many strikers who have like a ton of pace, so he may be a good option. And then Mbuemo could be still a decent option at the right. So we may keep Kadewere around, and we'll see. And then everyone else, this guy can go, Katala, but everyone else is going to stick around here. So we have a lot to get through in terms of maneuvering the squad around, and hopefully, in the end we can come up with a squad that looks good going forward. as we lose 2-0 early. Mendes has been sent off. They even missed the penalty, so not great from us in that first game against Milan, but I believe we had the backup team in there. Or no, we had the starters in there. Oh, we have a couple players away on... Yeah, we got a couple players there away on international duty, but, you know, still not the greatest result there, and it seems like we may go out a bit early here. A budget increase, of course. We have a ton of money, 118 million pounds. So I'm thinking we might start with right back, as an offer for Tete has already come in, 11 million from Leipzig. We're going to delegate this a little bit, see if we can get a little bit more, but that's pretty good business. Last year of his contract, he left in real life for a cheapish fee, so we can work with that. As a loan offer for Diop comes in, I don't want any loans for Diop. If an offer comes in that's pretty good for Diop, we may move him on, bring in another midfielder. We're already thinking about bringing another midfielder. Mendes is going to leave, and Toussaint has already left, so another midfielder is something we would like to look at, but we'll see. As United, 2 goals from Immobile. That's an odd team there. Lamela, Torres, Havertz, Immobile, Pereira's there, Gignac. That's an odd one. Rojo's still here. Oh, very strange United team up front there. But they do beat us, so it looks like we're out of that tournament already, which is not ideal. But, you know, not too much. We got a really difficult group. I mean, that's a pretty difficult group for what it is. An offer has come in, and an offer has been made. They are only willing to pay 11.4, but I'm pretty comfortable with that. As an offer has come in for Terrier, and we can delegate this up to 35. That'd be pretty good to get 35 million for Terrier. But we're going to put in a lot of stock on that left-hand side. A lot of money might go over there as an offer comes in for Catala, someone we were looking to get rid of. And he can go. All right, so let's see if we can bring a player in. What we're going to do first is we are going to go at the right back spot, because it looks like an agreement's been made with Leipzig. They, of course, have to agree personal terms, but that's not too huge of a deal. So we are going to jump into it and try and grab ourselves something there. As the Camavinga's offers come in, they're upset about my preseason tournament, which is a bit of a shame, but let's go. Transfer hub. All right, so I kind of want to go for Odriozola. Actually, we're going to need to wait for his scouting report to come back. Camavinga, 9 million and 11 million. Ugh. I might just do it with Camavinga. I might just let that roll. Trophée des Champions is coming soon enough, as Tete has been sold, and an offer is coming for Mendes, 14 million from Napoli. We're going to delegate that to 20 million for someone who played, what, not too much last year in general, is it? But we're letting players go. Tete's been sold. Once that scout report on Odriozola comes back, we're going to take a look at it, as Catala's transfer talks have broken down. He is on 10K a week. And here comes all the transfer, or all the scout reports. Everybody and everybody. All right, an agreement's been made for Terrier, almost 30 million pounds. I mean, we have to accept it, unfortunately. Martin Terrier is going to go. Not someone I wanted to necessarily get rid of in game, but it is necessary. So let's go forward and take a look at this right back position. Odriozola, someone who's bounced around a couple of clubs here. Currently only want between 22 and 33. I thought that might be a little bit more. We'll see as we go forward. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Let's go 23 million pounds and see what they say. Wow, they are comfortable with 23 million. I did not expect that. Okay, 23 million pounds. I really thought we'd have to pay a little bit more for Odriozola here. He can grow into a really, really good player. So, you know, I figured we'd get a little bit more. He wants to be important. He's currently on 110,000 pounds. See a 5-year deal for the 24-year-old. He's comfortable with that. Disregard release clause. They want a 48. Deny release clause. Okay. What do you want money-wise? They're not going to tell me. They're really not going to tell me. Let's try 84. They're probably going to accept that. I'm probably going a little bit high here. But oh, did they just lower that by 9 million to get some bonuses? Okay, so 65,000 pounds a week for Odriozola. We paid a little bit less than I thought we would have in the end, so I'm actually really, really comfortable with that. That is a good option there. We're going to get Trincao in there for the moment. Denier is going to come into the starting lineup. You can pull back. For Oliveira is going to come into the first team. So this is what we're looking like. Trincao, Cornet, we're going to bring in a left winger there. But Dubois is going to feel a little bit hard done by, which is fair, I guess. But Odriozola is a really good option here at right back. So there's our first signing of the summer. Odriozola, the Spaniard, set to play at the right back position. And our first player has come in. And that is a nice signing. So let's go forward. We have to set up our training as well, but I kind of want to get everybody in. Interest has been shown in Stengs. Wolfsburg bid 20 million. Offers come in for Bertrand Traore, 16 million pounds. We are going to delegate that. See if we can get something similar to what Aston Villa are going to pay, around 19 million. Or 17 million up to 19 million is what it looks like. We're also going to have to set up our training here. Let's start with Guiri. Don't necessarily want to do that. I want to up his sprint speed and his stamina. Yeah, we'll try that. Get him a little bit more comfortable physically. What else do we have here? Cornet, Trincao, Aubert. Not sure who else I want to deal with here. I kind of want to do players who are going to play more often this year. Denier, Kanate can still do it. Wingback, Oliveira can. And goalkeeper. Who do we want to do here? Who do we want to pop in here? Let's pop Trincao in. Kind of want to get his pace up just a little bit. Or not his pace. Yeah, maybe his pace. I mean, if that is anywhere, where is it? Where is your pace hiding? Here we go. Sprint speed. I'm actually kind of okay with his sprint speed, I guess. Let's... Whoa, no. Not medium, though. Delete that one. We need the tough one, the hard one. Trincao. Here we go. Much better. And then who else we want to put in here? Aubert. Yeah, why not? He's starting to come along. So we can go ahead and get him some training. And then let's get Bard some training. Interceptions. Defensively, he's look pretty good. Yeah, we'll go defensively for Bard. So hopefully that shows up in the players here as we go into the new season. But we're going to need a couple more things. I'm waiting for Terrier to go, and then we can bring Lamar in. Offers come in for Dubois, 21 million, and offers come in 15 million from Napoli for Mendes, accept. Dubois, reject. We've got a lot going on here, so let's take a look at midfield and where we want to go. At the moment, let's take a look at our squad here. We have Gamaris, Alwar, Kakare, Jean Lucas, Rene Adelaide. I mean, do we have anyone else? So would it be necessary to bring in 2 more midfielders? Someone who could be third option behind Depay as well as Adelaide. Adelaide could move back as well. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 midfielders for 2 spots, 3 spots maybe. Do we need 2 more midfielders? I mean, not necessarily, I don't think. But let's go to the hub and see what we want to do. I kind of want a player who can play Cam as well. Alenia, see, this is why I was thinking him. He's not the quickest, but he can definitely move the ball on. Very much Aouar-esque. Camavinga, very much well-rounded. Pepe could use some work. Shaparenko could use some work. Exposito could definitely use some work in terms of physicals. He's already 23 as well. So we're going to go with Carlos Alenia to start. Between 10 and 13 million. If you guys want me to go for Camavinga, just let me know. I'm not so sure about it. I think Alenia would be enough, but we're gonna see as we go into the year, obviously. They want 13.2. I'm just going to accept that. I'm very much comfortable with that. 13 million for him. Let's negotiate. Bring him in. We're already getting up to 16 minutes, 17 minutes here. We're moving along. I want more to be done here, so it doesn't look like we're going to... Do I dare say sporadic rotation? That's fine. That's comfortable for me. I'm comfortable with it. He's 77 overall already, Alenia. That's pretty decent. Disregard release clause. He's on £91,000 at Barcelona. He's insulted by 40k a week. I can't believe he's on £90,000 a week. So I guess we are gonna go for Camavinga then. What? Why is he on that kind of money? What are you doing? Offer transfer fee. So Camavinga is the option, I guess. They want a 16% sell-on clause, whatever, because this is our last season here, so it's not that big a deal, is it? I can't believe it. I can't believe Alenia's wages. I really, really can't. I really, really can't. He's on £4,500, this guy. Camavinga. £4,500 a week. He's only 17, of course. He's crazy. Crazy, crazy from Camavinga. This is the first time I'm going to be using Camavinga in this game, by the way. Let's go up to 20. Not a million, Jesus. Let's see what they want for that. They cool? That's probably a little bit much, but I didn't want it to go at crazy, kind of like we just had to deal with. Alright, so we have bought in a new midfielder, Camavinga, in at the club. Do I want to bring him onto the bench ahead of Lucas? We're not going to do that just yet. We are very much blessed in midfield, to say the least. But, I mean, this is just about growth when it comes to these players here, so we'll see. So we're waiting for Terrier to leave. Terrier's been sold for 28 million, and offers come in for Traore 23 million. We are going to get more from Ajax than they got for him in real life. So it looks like we can go after another player here. So let's take a look. Transfer hub. And at the moment, Lamar is that player I'm really much more interested in. Not the quickest, not super speedy, but Terrier wasn't either, and I kind of like that. Though, do we want a little bit more pace in the team? Pay his release clause of 53 million. That's quite a bit. Coman 60 million. Pavon 22. I think Lamar is the shot between 45 and 68 million. Let's go. We have the money, so why not? We need a winger. We're going to get it. We're about to kind of make this money back. We're still at 121 million pounds at the moment. Let's go 40 million. Try it. See what they say. They want 63. Let's try 51? Let's see what they say. Jumped up 11. They're really going to try it at 63. They'll try 58.7. All right. 58.7. You were sticking to that price, though, weren't you? You absolute liar. All right. Thomas Lamar. Atletico outcast. Can he become a star back here in France? Crucial, I guess. That's what we were hoping for. 4-year deal. Comfortable with it. Disregard release clause. He only wants 52K a week. Alenia was insulted at 40K a week. Lamar wants 52K a week. That is a win in my book. And that is another player into the team here. So let's get rid of the goalkeeper. Move him down. And there he is. Thomas Lamar in at the club. And the forward line is looking really, really nice. Dembele, Trincao, Lamar, and then Depay in behind. And the rest of the team is looking really, really good here. The only thing we're missing really is a backup right winger. We have a backup striker. We have 2 backup strikers, don't we, actually? We have a midfielder here and D up. So let's move everybody up. Everybody who's going to collect playing time will move up here. And see if what we have enough. So we're good at striker. We have Guiri, Kadewere, and Dembele. And then left wing we have Lamar, Cornet. And right wing we have Trincao. Are we going to need another winger? Do we need... I'd like to normally have 5 wingers. Oh, we have Aubert, I suppose. But I'd like to... We might need a right winger and then somebody who can also play on the left or both sides, kind of like Cornet can do. So if we have Cornet who can play on both sides, and then we need a right winger, a backup right winger, and then a left winger and a backup left winger, and then Cornet who can play on both sides. Then we have in midfield, we are stacked. Depay, René Adelaide at cam. Left back we're good. Center back we're good. Right back we're good. So I guess 2 wingers, perhaps. Someone who can play on the left or the right. Or someone who can play on the left or someone who can play both. And then a right winger as well. We have Stangs, Ikone. Maybe Ikone is the way to go still. That way we could have a backup or an emergency option at cam as well. And then we'd need another winger, maybe Pavon. We'd have a lot of wingers. Let's go for Ikone. We'll begin negotiations. They want 33, or they don't want 33. His release clause is 33. I hope I'm counting right, because we have Cornet, and then Trincao on the right, Lamar on the left. So that would, yeah, I'd like 5 wingers. They're really playing hardball here. 30 million. What was his release clause? 33? Could I hit the release clause here or go over? That was weird. Very, very weird. But whatever. We're going to bring Ikone in. Very strange, that. Very, very strange. But it looks like we might bring in Ikone. He only wants rotation as well. That's what we're looking for. 5-year deal. No release clause. I'm happy with that. He's currently on £36,000 a week. He wants 42. I'll accept it. Okay, very, very nice. So we've bought in the backup at right wing. Now, do we dare go for another winger here? I mean, how many wingers are we going to need? All right, so Ikone can come up here. ahead of Bard, I guess. And then I would like a backup on the left. So we have Lamar, Cornet. Yeah, so I would like another on the left. No, we don't need another on the left, do we? But Ikone can play Cam. And on the right, Lamar on the left, Cornet on the left, Dembele as a backup, Depay has 2 backups, the midfield has 3 backups, the back line has a backup, and the outside players have backups. We're going to move Kone on. In real life, I think I would look for another winger, perhaps. Someone, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. We have a ton of money that we just has floating away here. Rashika would have been a really good option. But Rashika would hit. We're going to go for Rashika and then move on Kadewere, I think. Kadewere, not someone we've played, but this would hit that option at striker, the third option or the second option or whatever. And then if we got rid of Kadewere, they want 40 million. I just realized I don't have the money for this. I might come back for Rashika. I just realized I didn't have the money. I don't know how long it takes for that to come back. But let's go to the squad and we can move on Kadewere. It's a bit harsh for Kadewere, who was just told he was going to survive, and now he's not. It's a bit harsh. But Kadewere would ease my fears of having wingers, 2 wingers on each side, plus the backup who can play on either side. Rashika can play on either side, and then we'd hit having 3 strikers as well. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I think we're going to do pretty well here. We have Paris coming up, and we're going to do that next episode. But now the money's coming in, as you can see. And, you know, that's typical that. I'm not sure how long before I can go back in for Rashika. But Rashika is probably set to be the option, as Traore has been sold off. Mendes has been sold off. You know, it is what it is. So we've done all our business except for one, I think. Except for the one. Dembele, 41 million. I don't think so. And then Kakare loan. Another one I do not like the idea of. So I think we've had a pretty decent episode here. In terms of, you know, the players we've bought in. Next episode, wow, we have a lot to do in August still. So next episode, we are going to get through 3 games. We are going to play the Paris Trophée de Champion, and then we are going to play the Lille game, and then we have a Super Cup against Arsenal, and then we'll sim the Amiens game, I think. So, I mean, a lot still to do early on. As we discussed last time around, we've got to get through this before the 1st of October. So we may get another, you know, we may get a couple extra sims in here. I mean, we may just, you know, we'll see what we do going forward. But as you can see, the team looks good. And hopefully we can cause problems next episode, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.